Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. That's a good start, isn't it? Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the Supreme Pool Series Grand Final. This is the quarter-final. And what a quarter-final it is on paper. Mark Boyle against Shaun Chipperfield. A contrast in styles for sure. I'm joined on commentary by the legend himself, Mr. Brian Halcrow, Buzzer. How you doing, Brian?
Thanks, Nick. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thanks, mate.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. So, for those at home, if you want to get your Google translators on, ready, and Buzzer.
Need your Geordie word book. Get it out.
Yeah, excellent. Always a pleasure to have Brian in the commentary box, and we should have a treat here. We've already had one treat there with Tom Cousins and Phil Harrison in a Hill game. What an amazing match that was.
I missed that game, but I was talking to Tom on top of the stairs there, and he said he was 10-6 up, and he missed a black to win.
He did.
And then he said he'd done another one.
And then he missed the yellow in the next, in exactly the same pocket, exactly the same shot.
Yeah, and I reverted him to Liam Dustin last year when he was 10-6 up.
Yeah.
And he done the same, and he got beat, didn't he, 11-10?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
He says, thanks for reminding us, Buzz.
But Tom came through that. And interestingly, before we start talking about this game, the one thing we did notice in here is that all of the games, apart from one, were all won by the loser's side.
Aye, but the loser side's just as dangerous as the main side,
Yeah,
isn't it, with this field?
we said it was a strong loser's side, but that's incredible. I mean, David McNamara has beaten Greg Batten. Ryan Clark's having the weekend of his life at the moment. He's beaten Scott Gillespie.
And Boyle.
Yeah. Gareth Hibbert's beaten Jimmy Croxton. Jack Whelan's beaten Johan Attard. Mark Ball beat Jake McCartney. Shaun Chipperfield beat Dylan Leary. Adam Davis beat Ronan McCarthy. And Tom Cousins beat Phil Harrison. So that's our final 8. And we turn our attention to this game between Mark Boyle, who, you've got to say, the man's in form at the moment, isn't he? He's got to be well practiced.
Especially after that money game win last week.
Yeah, his
you watch it?
confidence is going to be high. I was over in Vegas at the time, so I didn't see it, but I saw snippets of it.
It was some game.
Yeah.
It was a shame there had to be a loser on that one because they both played fantastic. Like.
Yeah.
But I called it at 24s each. I
Yeah.
sat with a few of my pals and they were like, who wins this, Bri? I says, whoever breaks best in the next 6 frames.
Boyle, the longer the race is, Boyle seems to mature. He seems to improve as it goes on, doesn't he?
I think the last 5-6 frames he was absolutely brilliant. Like.
Yeah.
But Mark had 2 in-offs and a dry in them last 6 frames off his breaks. And I was pretty much right. Whoever broke best in that match was going to win. But he was fantastic. But Boyle's a fantastic player, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
But so's Chippy.
Yeah.
I watched Chippy's match in the round before this, and he was 6-1 down to Leary.
Yeah.
And then he ran 6 racks straight.
He's
7-6 up. I think most people at 6-1 behind, their head's falling off, innit?
Yeah. I was just about to say that this is a tricky little clearance, but Mark played a lovely, delicate little positional shot on the last one, and it's all opened up for him now. He's got the one up the rail, and then he's going to have the other red into right centre, and this should be a formality now.
Yeah, just dribble this in, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just a little dribbler.
And Mark, one of the players he's got a stunning cue action and really nice control of the ball. He's got lovely touch. He's just a delicate player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a great weight.
Yeah.
But not just his weight, his overall game, he's clinical anyway when you give him a chance.
I mean, you look at that cue action. That is a Rolls Royce cue action. It comes from his snooker heritage, doesn't it? That the many years as a snooker player, and also, of course, he was a pro at one point as a youngster. But he's got a lovely pause on the backswing. You saw a great camera angle off that last shot where he just opens up his hand on that backhand, as you often see. And it really is, for anyone who wants to study a cue action, this one really is good. Look at that, right through the bottom of his chin, looking straight, barrel straight down the cue. Yeah. There's nothing much that can go wrong with it. And the thing is about those cue actions, Bri, is you see these odd cue actions, and they're often the ones that let you down when you come under pressure, aren't you? Yeah. The ones when your elbow's not quite straight, and people play like it. Some people play with their elbows splayed out, and
can I just give a little tip on that? See, the straighter your arm is,
yeah,
the more chance you've got of actually making the ball.
Yeah.
You see, the more you hinge that arm
Yeah.
outwards, the more chance you've got of missing. And what I mean by that is like long shots. See that arm hinged?
Yeah.
You'll
yeah.
find you don't hit the pocket, you hit before the pocket more on the
Yeah,
rail because
yeah.
you're cutting across the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you just straighten that arm just a touch,
Yeah.
it'll stop you doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because I found, like I'm getting on a bit as you know, right? My cue action seems to have gone a little bit more bent with the arm.
Yeah.
And when I'm playing them long shots, I'm missing them.
Yeah.
So I've just slightly unhinged it a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm making them balls again.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So there's a little tip there. But if
Yeah.
you know, the same thing there with that hinge. See if you're ever on a straight line shot and you want to force an angle and you're straight.
Yeah.
See if you hinge your arm,
Yeah.
you can make an angle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whereas if you lock it straight, you'll get a stop shot.
Right.
So a little bit useless information there if anybody wants it. So what's your prediction for your final then? Have you got any, or are you sitting on the fence?
I mean, that last... Do you know what? If someone had asked me this morning who my pick was, I would have said Scott Gillespie, because he was so strong when we saw him yesterday. But obviously he's out now, so I think that the draw for me has opened up for Tom Cousins. Tom,
if he plays like yesterday against Clint, he was awesome, wasn't
he? And he was great again this morning. It was break dish after break dish, and there's not a lot when Tom's breaking well and he's making balls. There's not a lot that can go wrong because he's such a good controller of the cue ball, and I can't look past him at the moment. I really can't.
He would be my pick too.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously, he's got Adam Davis to get past first, and Adam,
he's got the winner of this one. Hasn't
he? He's tough, and then he's got the winner of this one. So that would be an interesting game. The two mates, the two roomies, Shaun Chipperfield playing Tom Cousins in the next if Shaun gets through. So that'll be an interesting game.
Think they might cut a deal?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. They wanted to play for me and Ryan for money on Thursday night. I says, I can't wait to be playing against you two.
Yeah.
So that was a no thanks.
So, first frames on the board in all 4 games. David McNamara's won the first against Ryan.
He's had
Clark.
a good weekend, hasn't
he? He really has.
He beat me. He beat Gav Robinson, Liam Dunster.
Yeah. Ryan, is he up in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, I'm his left.
Yeah,
that's how you've got us still on commentary.
Yeah. I thought he was. I thought he was up your way. David McNamara's Runcorn way. Gareth Hibbert doesn't live too far from here, about half an hour up the road. Of course, Jack Whelan from around the Derby area. Mark Boyle from up there in Scotland. Shaun Chipperfield has travelled up from Norwich, where Tom Cousins, he lives nearby in Norwich. And Adam Davis,
he's close to here, isn't he? This is his club, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. He's
this is his club.
He's Midlands, isn't he? Yeah.
I think this is where he practiced.
Stoke-on-Trent, yeah.
Little bit of an advantage, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Because you find like the Stoke boys seem to have done really well down here, haven't they? Jerry Croxton, he's local and he's done really well in all events. Adam Davis, he's done really well. Young Sam Bircher, he's had some good results.
Yeah.
And these are all local to this club, aren't they?
Liam White, he's...
Liam's another one.
He's done good. Anyway, it's Mark Ball back amongst the balls, but...
I think he's all right.
Yeah, he is okay. I thought that one had gone awkward for a second. He was giving it a little glance.
Goes in the corner, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to go this yellow next to the red, up and then back down. It's looking like, so he's going to go up, pot this, up table, and he's going to have to come back down for that last yellow under the red, and then back up for the black, isn't he? So, it could go wrong, this. I don't think it will, but it could. I was watching the game yesterday with Craig Marsh and Scott Gillespie.
Yeah.
4-4, wasn't it? Marshy made 3 bad errors in a row.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get a shot the next 3.
I mean, he missed 7 balls.
He could have been well ahead in that game, couldn't he?
You can't miss 7 balls.
But when I was watching it, I was reading some of the comments of some of the people that were viewing it, tuning in. And honestly, there's some dingbats out there. Like,
Yeah. You got to look past it.
Oh, so he's gone slightly different way here. See, me personally, I would have cleared the 2 at the top, then come back for the 1 at the bottom. But I ain't going to second guess this guy. I was talking about his money game last week with Mark, right?
Yeah.
And one of the frames he took out a massive finish. He did. It was in the later part of the game, and like the shot he had was such a simple snooker behind the black, and he didn't take it on. He went for the clearance, which I thought was the wrong choice of shot at the time, because he was putting himself under pressure on this clearance, which was so important. And he got the clearance when I would have put the snooker in. But when we talked about it there, he says, I put myself under pressure. And that's why I said put that snooker in. So when he was going for the clearance, he wasn't going to be under as much pressure. He was, but he got the clearance anyway. So what do I know? Putting fudges in. We've not seen Chippy yet, have we?
No. No. But have no fear. He's.
Oh, you'll sharp know when he's here, won't you?
It'll be a whirlwind when he does.
It'll not take long. He was very fortunate, mate, to get through to this quarter final.
Yeah, but
I watched his game with Dylan, right?
yeah,
Dylan's got game to win, and he's moved to black with his cue.
I know.
So he's then give ball in hand to Chippy.
Yeah. And
then Chippy's messed it up,
messed
right?
up the clearance.
And Dylan's like got him dead,
Yeah.
and he's played the strangest shot I've ever seen.
know,
Like he's tried to knock 2 balls off the rail, right?
Yeah.
And play a safety shot, and he's left him the black.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a tough old black as well, wasn't it? Thin.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was watching it on the other.
You see, if he was going to be like playing safe in that position there, right? When he potted his first yellow and he tried to knock the 2 out, he could have just potted 1, came up the table, bumped 1 out, and left him tight in behind the other 1.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting out of that snooker.
Yeah.
And then next time, ball in hand, your 2's gone off the cushion.
Yeah.
Well, 1's gone off the cushion, but you can put the white close ready for the next one. He couldn't fail. You know what I mean?
And he's an experienced player.
It looked like he was playing really well,
yeah.
mate.
Maybe a bit of the pressure. It's 10
Possibly,
each, isn't
yeah.
it? It's,
And as I say, he was 6-1 up, and then he's not had a shot the next 6 frames.
Yeah.
But that's down to the breaks, isn't it? Like, this game drive you nuts, can't it?
Oh, yeah.
I kept breaking yesterday against Clint, right? Normally I'll come away and say, I'll come make a ball off the break. Just handing it over, and then my opponent's potting and breaking and cleaning, and you just sat there watching.
Yeah.
But yesterday I made balls off the break. But every time I come to the table, there was no opening shot, because you can't put a red onto a yellow with these rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a really good rule, that, like,
Yeah.
not being able to put a red onto a
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah,
Just get yourself up and running.
So already a big break in the context. It's still early doors, but Chippy looking on keenly, because he's going to want to get to the table as soon as he possibly can. Now these are a bit awkward, aren't they? He'll want to go yellows, but there's no opener. So
Unless he can get through this gap and get the 1 in the corner, I don't think it passes the red, or is it?
no, I don't. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's no
But,
shot here.
I mean, reds are tough, because you've got the red sat on top of the black. I mean,
I think that'd be safety shot for me here. Like. You can't take yellows, can he? He hasn't got an opening pot on the red, apart from the cut in the corner, which is missable. So, I think he'd love yellows, but he can't have one.
No. Do you run for cover? Do you clip off the...
I think you've got to run for cover and just not let the guy pot a yellow.
Yeah.
Just keep him off the yellows and force him into the reds.
Is it possible to thin clip off the red that he's nearest to and
behind
run
the
it
black,
behind the black?
Possibly. You need a good touch, like.
Yeah, you would, yeah.
But that shot is on, like.
I don't see there's much else in the way of...
See, the problem with that shot is, all right. See, if he does play that shot and he doesn't get it right, he's going to be opening that red away from the black.
Yeah.
And then it gives reds a go then,
He's got his eye on an attacking option here, I think.
He's
like
going to cut the red in the
taking
corner. That's
his
the
red
only
on,
one
but-
he's got, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, no
It's a
problem.
nice pop. He's got a lovely touch, but even so, this is going to be a very tricky clearance. Trying to extract that red.
Well, if he plays the red, or if he can get the red in the middle off the yellow, I don't know if it's on or not. But if he can
send the yellow
up, and it might kick the red out for him. It's a bit tricky, dangerous.
It is a
would
bit
make
dangerous with the black being there as well, isn't it?
But I don't think that yellow is low enough to play the red in. Oh, no, it's not on. He's going to have to find another way. He could possibly pot the red in the middle and then play that long red and just take the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, is he I think he's just gonna try and bump the red out and just tuck him behind the black.
It's not a bad shot. As long as he gets that red out, he's not leaving yellow as nothing, is he?
Yep.
And then next time at the table, that red's gone.
Yeah.
I think he would like to have been like a little inch more back up the table, where he could have just flicked off that red and gone tight in behind the black.
Yeah.
And he's in big trouble there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Might be able to still do it,
Yep. There's a good touch. And obviously he's not got the red out. He's still got that problem. He's still got that conundrum.
Stuck with fudging, isn't he?
But
because if he gets the ball in hand, he can just put it back and then behind the black, and he can put that in the middle or in the corner, can't he?
You wouldn't expect. I mean, there's a.
It's just the hit and cushion afterwards makes it a little bit more.
It does, yeah.
Got to hit them harder now, don't you?
Yeah. I think he's going to be looking at the one at the bottom of the table, and it's a pretty big target. Yeah, that one.
Right here, he might be able to get him behind the black this time round. See if he can get the white up out here.
Yeah,
just below off that and then in behind.
Yeah, just below the bulk line.
And he's in big trouble if you can get him in behind that black line.
Yeah. So somewhere just
or
north of the.
Even if this yellow doesn't go in the top right-hand bag, how about just play the red into the cushion off the black and just leave the white on that side rail, and he's got no opening shot. Yeah. He's gone bang in trouble. He's
going to try this one again.
Yeah, he's played that shot. Great job.
Now he's opened it up.
Now Chippy's got a. See, he's left him a pot this way, and he's left him this corner. See, if he'd gone another way, he wouldn't have left him that cut back.
This is a awkward little shot, though, isn't it? It's
such a good pot of this kiddo.
He is. This is tricky.
Commentator's curse on him.
Yeah. That was always going to be difficult, though. What's he left here?
Nothing. Red in the middle.
Left the red in the middle.
I think it's all over this for him. I think he'll pot this. He just has to be very careful when he pots this red. He doesn't run up by the black.
Yeah, just thinking the same myself.
Could pot the black, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Because if he makes the opening pot here, then everything goes. I could be looking at 3 now.
Oh, it took it long.
Didn't even take it in the middle, did he?
No. Took it long.
I think 80 out of 90 players would have put that in the middle there,
I reckon so, yeah. Such a lovely curist.
Yeah, he's a really good player, Mark. He's a really nice guy as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's always got time for people. He's got no, like, look at me type thing, you know.
No airs and graces.
I really like the guy.
Is this one to run on? Well,
I don't think he'd be happy with that, do you?
No, that's not ideal. I think he's still okay. He's got this one over the bottom left, and there is a gap there. If he can find that gap between the two yellows, he'll be.
Think he'll play for that gap or play for the cannon on the yellow?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you'll probably target the yellow, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The top one of the two.
Just don't land behind them other two there, them 2 yellows. Them are the ones he wants to avoid. If you can hit that one in the middle of the table and get a nice little kiss, it'll leave him straight on the red.
Yeah.
See how he goes.
Perfect.
Hey, that's the one.
Yeah, just target. Using that yellow as his target point. Just a dead weight nudge into it.
Yeah, we're looking at 3-0 in quick fire time, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a bit of angle here, but he can kill it. Yeah. And 3-0 it will be. And Chippy's going to have to open his account in the next. He can't let this get to 4-0. He's got the break in the next. So Adam Davis and Tom Cousins 2 apiece. Gareth Hibbert now 3-0 up on Jack Whelan. He means business this weekend as well, doesn't he, Gareth?
Does, aye.
It's the first time we've seen him in these. Well, it'll be the first semi he's made if he does win that match.
I watched his game last night with Jake McCartney at 10s apiece in the winner section.
Yeah.
Did you see Jake's finish to win that match?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, honestly. you wouldn't have wanted to be in Jake's shoes, let's look at it this way. Because the way he had 2 reds left, right? He's got no way of shifting them. They're both dead. One's just before the middle bag, practically on the cushion. The other one's halfway up the left-hand long rail. But it doesn't quite pass the guy. The guy's got the ball over that top bag, but it's so tight. He's got the problem with the one before the middle, and he's got that bigger problem with that one. He's managed to nick the one in the middle. So it was one of them, but he's like, it's just before the middle bag, you know what I mean, Nick?
Yeah.
And he's got to play right across the nap and drop it in.
Yeah.
Well, anything can go wrong, can it?
Yeah,
If you're on a rolly table or it's
yeah,
slightly not level. But he's nailed that shot, but then he's got to nail the next one, which was the really tough one. And he got the double kiss off the ball that was over the bag, which pushed it in.
Yeah.
And then he's got a long black. And he got the 3 of them, but what a glimpse, mate. It was a fantastic finish. I've been bigging Jake up like I'll give it to you. If anybody moans at how far they've got to travel, I just got to mention your name, you know what I mean? Yeah. Australia.
24-hour flight.
Unreal.
What a break. This is exactly what he would have been looking for.
Right. How long is this going to take?
Oh, let's time it, shall we? I reckon. I mean, it takes a little while over just planning the route. But from his first shot to the last, he might take a bit longer this time. He might take a little bit longer this time, just simply because he wants. He knows how key it is. So let's say 45 seconds.
Right, he's got the route locked.
Yeah. Yeah, but he knows this is a really key clearance, doesn't he? So he's just taking a few seconds longer. If he was 4-0 up, he'd already be through these.
And the black must pass the middle to the red there.
Yeah, with 20 seconds and counting. He's going around and look at angles still.
Such a good pot on this kid.
Yeah. It's 30.
It's going to be under a minute. And this has been one of his slower ones, to be fair, hasn't it?
Yeah. We were a few seconds out. It was about 53 seconds, that one. So.
Still under a minute now.
Yeah.
So he's got one on the board.
He has. Takes no time at all. But that's how destructive he can be, because, you know, if Mark Boyle breaks dry in the next, 6 or 7 minutes later, he could find himself 3 each.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of...
In the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Yeah, Gaz Hibbert now 4-0 on Jack Whelan.
Yeah, he's getting off to a great start, hasn't he? Yeah. There's only Tom on the right-hand side registered for him, is there, look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so impressed with him yesterday, Tom. For a big guy, what a lovely touch.
Yeah, he just looks in form.
He doesn't look like he cares, does he? You know, when he's just Mirandering around the table like he ain't got a care in the world.
Always the same. Yeah, never.
He never looks flustered, does he?
Just got that languid style where he just...
Like, I haven't got a care in the world, look at me.
Yeah, I described it before as like, you know, there's almost when his opponent misses and he's got to get out of his seat. You see players like Jordan Shepherd, they're just like, they smell blood and they're jumping out of the seat like he's like a jack in the box. But there's almost like a reluctance from Tom. It's like, oh, have I got to get up now? Like, you know, it's like I described it before as like a bear coming out of hibernation. It's just like,
such a late. It's my turn, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I best go out of this seat of mine.
Yeah.
But he's another nice guy, Tom. You know, considering these guys we're talking about, Boyle, Cousins, they're lovely guys, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Fun to be around. We said the same thing during the last match. Phil's another one.
Yeah, Phil, if I'm not perfect, I'll shake my head, Harrison.
Yeah.
I think he just does that sometimes just to annoy his opponent, you know.
Yeah.
Because he gives you a false sense, Phil does.
Yeah.
You think, oh, he's shaking his head, he must be out of position here, and then he just guns and knocks it in. It's perfect on the next ball. What's all that about, Phil?
He was bitterly disappointed. I just had a quick word with him after his loss against Tom, and he said, "Yeah, I'm just gutted that you know, for him it was just the slow start. He just didn't start in the way he did. He got kicked in off twice on his break, unluckily, and that was pretty much what made the difference.
Right. Two-way kicking and offs.
Yeah, but you know, from 10-6 down, obviously took advantage, but you know, he didn't put a foot wrong.
When your opponent's on 10, you know, like the writing's pretty much on the wall at this level, isn't it?
Especially when you can break like Tom Cousins. And of course, Tom's broke the last, and Phil said as soon as he broke, I looked at the table and I just knew there was...
Did it go to 10-10 that game?
It went 10 each,
Did it go to 10-10?
Yeah.
Right. You couldn't find out if my beloved Newcastle United's winning, could you?
I certainly can. It was 0-0 the last time I looked. And still 0-0 at half time. I see West Brom won earlier. And Leicester are currently 2-1 up. They're going well, Leicester, aren't they?
Oh, it's looking like they could be the ones to give Liverpool a run this year. Because I think City's gone now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right, what's he got? Reds, would you see Reds here?
Yeah, I don't know.
6 and 2 threes, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite like the way the yellows connect. It's all about the first shot, really. It's I mean, if he takes the yellow that's just above the two reds towards the right hand side, if he can somehow find a way to get on with the one at the bottom of the table, then everything up the table kind of connects with each other.
I think you could be right. I think you could just pot this yellow now, play a little cannon on the red.
Yeah.
That clears that bottom area.
Yeah.
And then everything's just a black, really. Could get him in it.
Yeah.
Because everything links up.
Yeah.
As long as that yellow passes the red in the top right there.
The reds don't. I mean, they look in better positions for potting, but they don't seem to link quite as well.
But he's got a choice, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just his preference of how he'll go around them, innit?
Yeah. Pretty sure he's going for yellows.
Yeah. A little cannon on the red. Is he going to play the cannon?
No, he's going to screw through the gap. I think he expected a cannon there. He was expecting to cannon the bottom red. That's what he was looking at a second ago, not come through the gap.
See if he just dead weights that in, or if he just drops that in. He plays the cannon on the red naturally, and he's guaranteed to be on that yellow.
Yeah.
Whereas the way he's played it now, he's overcooked it. Now he's got to make his clearances a little bit tougher now.
Yeah, it certainly is. You can see, I mean, he's got a simple pot to top right if he wants it, but he desperately wants to clear this ball first. He doesn't want to come back down for it, and rightly so. And so much so that he's played a safety, but he's made a bit of a nose of that one, hasn't he?
As they say, he's played a stinker.
Yeah.
That's going to cost him this for him, that is.
Yeah.
Because he can float up to that red now. He can pot the red in the middle, and he can come up to the right-hand side of the table, be on that red at the top.
I think he's still, I mean, he's good enough to still clear from there, isn't he? I mean, okay, he's got to reroute and take the one over top right, but...
I just think the way he was hampered on the yellow there, all he could have done was drop that one in the top. But a player of Mark's calibre, he could have probably just dropped that one and banged one of the long yellows. Yeah, the two in the middle. Could have took them in the top left.
I mean, there's other players. There's no way. There's not. I don't think you'd have seen, Tom Cousins or Phil Harrison try the safety there. I'm pretty sure they'd have been going for the out.
Yeah. I mean, if don't get us wrong, the shot he's tried to play there was a really good shot. He just didn't marry on the ball.
Yeah.
He was trying to leave it lying on it, wasn't he?
And now Shaun's trying to run out of position.
He's got a back cut this, doesn't he?
Yeah, this is skinny, and the cue ball. The
Could
cue
going
ball's
off
going to be
in the-
running.
Could going off in the top left, unless he gets a bit.
He needs to.
How's his form?
No. Well, he's got one long.
But has that yellow stopped that red in the corner? It's definitely stopped one of the reds.
Yeah, it has. So a lot of work to do now.
Watch, you'll just smash this red in the top, you will, like it's over the pocket.
Yeah. Now, it really depends on whether that bottom red passes into bottom right past the yellow. If it does, he's
all
okay.
Right in the eye.
Yeah, it does. Look, you can see it goes past. And he can use that one to get on the other one into the middle. So he should be okay here. Albeit, again, he's run out of position. So he's going to have to go. He's going to have to pull one out here.
Three cushions here.
Going round the houses. Hold on to your hats.
1, 2,
Needs
3.
that to bounce. Needs it to run. Needs it to miss the yellow. I think he's just got there, is he? No.
He's got. I think.
He's playing the plant, I reckon. Well,
you have to trace a side on it, like.
Another 2 inches of run there. We talk about fine margins. Another 2 inches of pace. I was surprised he played it as soft as he did because he's got a margin of error below, hasn't he? He's got, he could have run another 1.5 foot and still been on this one.
I think he can still make this,
No, he's not happy. It's either that or a really tricky. He's looking at the red off the back. It clearly can't get through to it. So he's got a horrible plant. Or
he's got a lovely tactical shot on if he could manage it. Like, it's got to have such a touch to play it. Or if you play the red on the yellow, bring the white off the bottom cushion and try and get it right up the other red. Yeah, if he can play that shot.
Yeah.
But as I say, he's got to have such a good touch for that.
He's trying to spin it, but
I think he's going to hit the yellow with that shot.
Yeah, if he spins it, it's going to spin too late.
Yeah, I think he's going to hit the yellow.
Yeah, sorry, he's going to spin too early. He needs it to spin late, and that's the shot he's played.
Yeah, he's played it a little different to me. Yeah, same idea.
That's a great shot, though. By the way, that is a great shot. That's great vision.
If he's touching, he's going to be unlucky.
He's going to be unlucky, and he's going to be in trouble if he's touching. Because Mark will just send that cue ball around the houses and try and get him in behind one of these yellows.
I don't even think he'll do that. I think he'll just come off the side cushion and just leave him over here behind the yellow.
Yeah.
Because with the hitting the cushion now, it makes it so much harder, doesn't it?
Yeah. I didn't hear the call of touching ball, so that does make it a bit more tricky. It is touching. Oh, so he's going to fudge the reds, isn't he? Just push the reds together and land below them.
Now he's left himself open for a fudge, Yeah. Once again, how's his touch? It's got to be so perfect.
Yeah. For a fast, aggressive player.
That's not good.
That's no good.
I think he knows it as well.
Now, Mark is going to have to move this black now, isn't he?
Or double it.
Or double it, yeah. Yeah.
It's personal choices, isn't it, for players?
It is. Well, it also comes down to having the right ball to move it. He hasn't really got a ball to move it, has he?
Well, he has. If he can get low side of the yellow, he can come off the bottom rail and kick it out.
Yeah.
And he is low side of the yellow. He can do it now. You have to get loads of spin on the cue ball.
Yeah.
I think he'll go for this, I think he'll try and kick it out here.
Yeah.
Or maybe a better option, if he can get the white right-hand side of the table, crash the yellow in the top left.
Oh, and kick it out that way.
And then bring it out,
Yeah. Lovely touch, just dragging that ball in.
I think he could be going to do it after this shot, I think. Or he could save it to last.
He could try it. He's got an angle to do it now. He's got an angle to come down and do it now. The only problem is coming at it from this side, and you're in danger of pushing it into the reds, aren't you?
If he can kick it from behind, he's going to stay on the yellow in the middle, so he's...
Yeah, but you bring the middle bag into play then, don't you? So I think he's going to be trying to kick it full in the face and hold for the yellow. That's a great shot.
Went my way, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I could play them as well as I commentate them.
Super shot.
There was a couple of Americans watching yesterday commentating. Not commentating, like putting comments in when they were watching the game.
That's right, yeah.
And
yeah, we got a few Americans watching. There's a few on now, I think.
I think they were impressed by Tom, like.
Yeah.
Because he was playing so well, man.
Yeah.
He's making it look easy. And this game isn't easy, is it?
No.
It can be.
So it's easy to get engrossed in this game and forget there's 3 others still going on. So let's have a quick update. David McNamara is now 3-2. Ryan Clark's pulled back 2 frames. And Jack Whelan's 1-1, but Gareth Hibbert has now got 5. And in the other game, Tom Cousins, having been 1-0 and 2 each, is now 4-2 behind against Adam Davis. Sorry, Adam. Yeah, Adam is 4-2 up on Tom.
He's done really well with these events, hasn't he, Adam?
Doesn't he ever play well? He's just Mr. Consistent, and you know he's had a fairly brutal ride to, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got kicked over to the losers' side fairly early. Let's just have a look back at Adam. So of course he played David McNamara in the first round and won 11-10. So he had a hill game there, and then he had Sean Story and won that one 11-9. And then he lost to Johan Attard 11-9, went into the losers section, beat Amin Benouf after being, I think he was like 5-1 down, and he came back and won that 8-6. Then he had Ronan McCarthy. He's won that one 11-9, and here he is playing Tom Cousins. So if he does go on, does go on and win the event, then he's going to have earned it.
He's done it the hard way.
Shaun Chipperfield to break, trailing 4 frames to 1, time running.
Needs a good break,
yeah. Another big one. Oh, it looks... wow.
Got one. Last ball going.
Yeah. Thought it was going to be dry for a second.
Does your head in that,
tracking up.
As a player, does your head in? You think, oh, yep, I'm getting to the table, and the last ball moves and drops in. And 9 out of 10 when it happens, they dish it, isn't it?
So at the table is Shaun Chipperfield, nicknamed Chippy. He's 31 years old. He comes from the Norwich area, as I mentioned earlier. He uses a Peridon cue with a Pro Granite 9mm tip. Of course, decent resume. He's won the Golden Cue 3-man. He's won the GB9 main event. And of course, he's got that world title to his name as well. WEPF World Champion. Started playing when he was 21 years old, so he was a late comer to the game. Decided to start playing pool when he quit snooker and joined a local pub team, and he's loved the game ever since. His greatest influence is his dad, who used to take him to all of the sports, football, golf and snooker, and always supported him. Never put any pressure on him and let him make his own choices. His favourite Q Sports player is Ronnie O'Sullivan, and you can see why, can't you? Because he's a similar vein, isn't it?
I think a lot of people stick Ronnie and stuff here, wouldn't they?
Yeah, yeah. And when asked if he had any other talents, he said that he's really good at reading backwards. Yeah, reading words backwards.
Unbelievable. Wouldn't have thought that, would you?
He said the best players he's ever played are, well, probably the obvious ones for most: Mick Hill, Gareth Potts, and Phil Harrison.
Right, you see this shot here when we're talking about the hinge? Look at how his angle is, right?
Yeah.
See if he sticks his arm right wide, like not straight hinged, you can force that over. See how his arm's straight there?
Yeah.
Couldn't have done it like that.
Yeah.
Found another way, like, oh, he's gone a little bit too far.
That's some serious cue power to get through that, but he's going to have to do it again. He's going to have to go twice across again, isn't he?
He's going to have to. Or screw, if he can screw it up the tail, I just think he's got the angle to do that all.
That's a good shot.
Going to do with another little...
Yeah. He's going to run into the black, isn't he? And he's trusting the luck now.
I don't know where that's going, do I?
No. This could easily
go
wrong.
How's his form?
Oh, that's beautiful. Do you know what? What a lovely touch. That could have so easily gone wrong. He judged that to perfection.
Yeah, it was a great shot.
There's no luck in that one at all. That was fantastic. So his opponent is Mark Boyle, Mr. Magic. He's 38 years old. He plays out of the Players' Lounge up there in Falkirk. He's married to Lola, and he's got 2 children, Kai and Marcus. He uses a John Paris cue with a John Paris 8.65mm tip, and he's got a wealth of titles to his name, including Scottish snooker and billiards titles, and the list just goes on and on. A number of titles since he joined the IPA. In fact, he joined there a few years ago and took it by storm, didn't he? I think he won back-to-back.
Yeah.
I think in one particular event, maybe a second event, he won the amateur and the open in the same weekend. I mean, it's just crazy. But when you see the list, it's just too many to read. It just goes on and on. It's incredible. And he's been winning since he was a youngster. So he started playing when he was a very small boy, around 2 years old. He just had a very small toy table, and took it up properly when he was around about 7 years old. And he's always loved the game.
Starting young, eh?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, just had a little toy table, and that was his first experience of the game. And yeah.
That's probably the youngest I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
Well, any yellow you like here, I think. All go.
Yeah, this was a key break as well,
I think
wasn't
we're
it?
looking at 4-3 here, Nick.
Yeah. Underhit this one. He's okay, but he's underhit it by probably 3 or 4 inches.
It won't matter to this guy. He swats these in like that with the bags.
Yeah.
He's such a good putter with these kind of shots, he is.
Never a danger with the cue ball. So it's really just about this.
How would you go here? I'd pot the 2 at the top, and then I'd take this one third last, and then the one that's next to the rail.
Yeah, I think you're
That's
right.
my last ball.
That's exactly what I would have done, yeah.
But he's not me, and he's doing his own thing.
Yeah, it seemed a more natural path. You take the 2 at the top, then the one he's just taken there, and then you've got this shot to get on the black.
Yeah.
Absolutely slammed it in.
Likes to roll them in, doesn't he? Huh? Likes to roll them in.
It's just ridiculous. It really is. He's just come a bit. No, he's perfect. I was going to say he's a couple of inches short of pace, but he's perfect.
It won't matter if he's like 10 foot away, he'll still put it.
I mean, when I say he's perfect, he's probably a couple of inches short of ideal, but he can just run this one through.
He's such a good putter, mate. He don't miss hardly any balls, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He does miss, you know, he's only human, but he don't miss a lot.
No.
Like, this could have been so much easier.
It could have been.
It?
It could have been much easier. But, just get down.
Hit. Job done.
Just doesn't even cue it up. He doesn't even seem to aim it. He just gets down.
Fire, aim, bang.
Pokes it in.
Jobs are good.
4-3, and it's going to be his break in the next. So back on serve.
He's done well to come back, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't done a lot wrong, really, has he?
No, not at all. On to the next frame.
Chipperfield to break, trailing by 4 frames to 3. Time running.
There is only one way to describe that break, and that is sledgehammer. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yellows or reds. Take your picks on.
Yeah.
I think the yellows are slightly easier.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's got...
Saying that, if he drops the red in, plays the red in the middle, cannons the yellow.
Yeah.
These are easy as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I just think the yellows has got a slightly tougher opening shot. The yellow to the middle.
Yeah.
But once he drops that in, you cannot fail.
Yeah. Yeah, basically this is game ball.
Missed.
He has missed.
And I think sometimes Chippy's speed, that's where it'll let him down.
That's let him down there. I mean, it's...
He took his time with that
yeah,
shot, didn't he? Because it was important, wasn't it?
It's game ball.
That's a 4-4, 5-3 ball. That.
Yep. Absolutely huge. So Boyle's going to be taking yellows. He's just looking at the cannon onto the red. Just to open up the other yellow. He could take the yellow, so the one just to the left of the two reds. He could take that long now if he wanted.
See, lovely shot he's got here. See if he can screw into the gap between the two reds.
Yeah.
See if he can screw it into that gap.
Just opens everything up.
Yeah, look, I think that's what
exactly what he's looking at.
Not hit it too hard though, because he doesn't want to push them reds down the table where it could potentially mess the other two yellows up. So this is a really controlled shot, this.
No, not quite come as he wanted.
As long as he can still see that top ball, he's alright though.
I don't know if he...
Not the top one, the one at the bottom. There's two yellows at the bottom. I think the top one of the two goes. As long as he can see that, he's alright.
Yeah, I think it does go. It's whether he can get past the red. Has he angled himself on that red?
I think he can get that.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, screw it through the hole. Play the cannon on the red. And he screwed through the hole.
Back in prime.
Yeah. I think we're looking at 5-3.
One loose shot from Chippy. It's going to cost him this frame. It was a tricky yellow, but one he definitely should have been making. Perfect. Yellow to top corner. Run through 2 inches.
2 drop-ins.
Yep. Look at that for positional play. It's just perfect. You can see from that camera angle he's dead straight, exactly where he would have wanted to be. And quite rightly getting the cue ball clean, because this is one of those shots he's just going to play it, you know, just a little run through. And those are the ones that you can get a kick on, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to kick here, do you?
No.
It's probably why he's done that there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no worse than a kick, is there, either.
Oh, terrible.
No fault of your own. No kicks today. And a little cannon on the red.
Yep. Well,
I would play the cannon on the red. I don't know what he's going to do. Like.
a choice of whatever, isn't it? Yep. Plays the cannon, leaves himself just off straight on this black. This will be 5 frames to 3. And Chippy knows that he should have squared the match up then. Just keep the pressure firmly on Mark Boyle, and those are the points that can turn games. And you can see Tom Cousins, he's involved in a match, but he's looking over to see how his mate's getting on.
Yeah, they're good pals, aren't they?
Yeah.
Garrett's flying along there. Tom's pulled it back to 4-4. And Gareth Hibbert leaves Jack Whelan 7-2.
7-2, goodness.
And Big Dave and Ryan 4-4. He played really well against me, Dave, to be fair to him yesterday. Like, he played really well. He must be playing well. The results and the names he's knocked out.
Am I right in thinking, I may be way off the mark here, I just had it in my head yesterday that when Gareth Hibbert won his doubles world title, was that with David McNamara?
No, it was with Dean Shields.
Oh, yeah, of course it was. Of course it was.
And the year they won it, our partner had Chris Patrick, and we drew them in the first round.
Yeah. And there you see a little practice session going on there between Shane Thompson and Gareth Potts, playing on Gareth's personal table. That's one of the do they call it the yellow leg or the gold leg? Is it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think they call it the gold. It's got gold legs. It's one of the Joy tables, of course. It's Gareth's sponsor, and that's just over to the side of the arena there. I mean, Gareth is. It's just unbelievable how dedicated he is. He's
I can't wait to be practicing with him. Can you?
Out there every day, bar none.
That's why he's
3,
reaping
4,
the
5
rewards, isn't
hours.
it?
Yeah, every day. He just comes out there. Yesterday he was out there on his own, and he was just practicing just his patterns and doing lineups, and I mean,
Takes dedication, doesn't it?
doesn't it ever? So, another chance for Chippy.
He's only got the option of reds.
Yeah.
I think they're the slightly better balls. I'd say with the yellows, but I don't think you can get one. Cushion first, cut that one in on the side there, but apart from that,
Can he?
the bottom right one, because cushion first,
yeah,
he's got a chance, but I think that's
Can
just too steep of a shot.
Not snick the one to middle?
Possibly,
That's
but
the red.
white's flying all over the shop.
Yeah, white's flying everywhere. I mean, the opening red's not easy.
You can cut that one in the corner.
And Mark's had a bit of a touch here, a dry break, and to leave it like this, a really open table, but just nothing to go at.
Yeah, he's going by with
One
it.
cushion first. Great shot. Needs it to bounce.
I'm glad I'm getting these shots right as a commentator.
Yeah,
Called a few right up to nowhere.
yeah.
That was more of a 9-ball shot he played there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'll just pop you across to the arena for a couple of seconds, and you can see the tables 3 and 4 in action. Adam Davis is at the table. They're locked up at 4 apiece with Tom, but you can see he's going about a clearance, and across there on table 4, that's going to be David McNamara against Ryan Clark, who are also locked up at 4s apiece. And just to the left where you see Gareth Hibbert sat, that's where he's playing over on table 11. All of those tables are currently being streamed. So if you go to the YouTube channel, then you can watch any one. And while you're there, why not subscribe to the Beard Productions page, click the notification bell, and you'll find out when we go live. Well, have these yellows come out now? I think they have, haven't they?
He's all right. Everything's got a pocket.
Yeah.
I think clear the 3 at the bottom. Leave the 2 at the top of the last.
Yeah.
Or even leaving the 1 on the reel at the last. He's got options. Like I think you'll leave the 2 at the top of the last. Because the black will go in the middle, a little dinky screw off that 1 on the reel. He ain't got nothing to do. It's perfect.
And Ronan McCarthy there in the background watching on the Gareth Potts and Shane Thompson practice game. Keeping an eagle eye on this one at the same time.
Just a little dinky screw back.
Yeah. Just where the, I was going to say, just below where the bulk line meets the cushion is perfect, and that's where he found. And it's 5 frames to 4, and again, back on break. And Shaun's been let off here by a couple of dry breaks from Mark, isn't he?
He's got a chance to get back level now.
Yeah. I mean,
Shaun's
this
breaking it.
could so easily be 7-2 if Mark had found balls off those breaks, and you know, Shaun could already be out of this one. But
this game's all about the breaks, isn't it?
He's hanging
on.
on.
It really is. Like when you come to this level of pool, it's literally you're gonna have to break well every single game.
Yeah.
Take your chances when they come. If you kind of break well and you kind of take your chances, it's pointless even turning up with these kind of things.
1 each now, Bry, for Newcastle.
Why were we losing, like?
No, 1 apiece. It's
It was 0-0 last check, wasn't it?
yeah, it's 1 each now.
Well, we're winning or losing?
You were losing.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Southampton
So our
scored in the
penalty.
52nd minute.
John Joe Shelby scored again.
Yeah.
Doing all right, isn't he? Should be getting 3 points today against them, like. A point puts you in the top half of the table, would you believe that?
Amazing, isn't it, after last year's struggles.
Can't believe it, mate. The quicker he goes, the better, like. Mike Ashley, absolutely terrible guy.
I backed Newcastle for the FA Cup this year. I thought 50s was a massive price.
50s, what? 50,000 to 1? Because that's what they should be giving you, mate. We can't get past the first round, man. I don't think we've been past the first round in about 13 years.
Yeah. I put them into a little Yankee. Just fancy that.
I just fancy chucking some money away, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, best switch off.
Yeah, I put, I don't know what else I put in.
Hold on. Can you switch me off a sec?
Yeah. Another big break. Cue ball down here at the bottom of the table. And I don't think he's got an opener on yellows. Unless this one does pass to middle. If it does, yeah, well it does. And he'll be taking yellows. So, one problem ball, which you'll be looking at getting into right now. Stunning across, flicking it out. That's a good shot. He's still not out of the woods yet, because the problem here is getting from one yellow to the next, because you've got that red in between them. So what he has to do, he has to play the one on the rail first. So he's going to take the one into the middle. And he needs to take the one on the rail first, but he needs to leave an angle to get back out for the other one. You can't play onto the other one first because you can't get out. So this needs to be a good shot. Oh, how has he found that gap? That is a fantastic shot. That is a superb positional shot. What a clearance. I mean, it looks so simple here, but the level of difficulty in that, I mean, that's just fantastic. I mean, okay, it's a big gap between the reds, but you've got them, you got that corner bag looming large. You've got to come around off 2 cushions through a gap with the corner bag in the way. That was just superb. Fantastic clearance.
Boyle to break. 5 frames all. Time running.
Oh, huge. No, he was just having a look at the table there because I think he would have wanted to go reds if he could have an opener, but actually looking at it, no, yellows are fine. Yellows are good here. Not a problem on the table.
Extension call. Yellow balls in play. Frame.
So yeah, Mark Boyle replies to that really nice clearance from Shaun Chipperfield and retakes the lead at 6 frames to 5. A little in that one. And Jack Whelan's trying to fight back. He was 7-2 down, it's now 8-5. David McNamara's spreading his wings again. He's 6 frames to 4 now against Ryan Clark.
Been a proper dark horse this weekend, him, hasn't he?
And Adam Davis has now pulled another 2 clear on Tom Cousins. It's 6-4. All to play for, though, in all those games.
been a lot of tight games this weekend, hasn't there?
Yeah, there really has. Loads of 11-9s, 11-10s.
Yeah, this must be one of the only sports out there where the opening shot is so important, isn't it? And there's a lot of luck involved in it. Nobody knows where them 15 balls are spreading, do they?
It's amazing, isn't it? It's the most important shot. And a lot of players don't even practice it.
I've struggled for years with my break. I finally just come up with a break that's quite consistent.
Wow.
There you go.
He's gone dry there.
Done nothing wrong. What a cost him. Not easy though. He's got to get an opening yellow to start. There's not an easy one there. Or will he go reds, the slightly harder balls? Black's tied a little as well. So he's got some work to do here.
Tom's pulled another frame back and now it's 6-5. Taking his time, taking the extension, understandably so. It's
Every red's got a pocket, he just needs such good positional play.
yeah.
And if there's anybody that's got the positional play to do this, it's this fella. Like you play, if the red next to the yellow on the left hand side doesn't go in the bottom left pocket, you can play it off the middle and it'll open the other red up in the middle.
Yeah.
So I think what he might do here is clear this one he's on straight to the top, then take the other one next to top right, come up for the one on the rail,
Yeah.
and get a little angle.
Yeah.
And once he gets to this bottom cushion area, middle of the bottom cushion,
Yeah.
his work's done in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the black. But I don't know if the black goes in the middle. It'll come in this bottom left hand corner.
Yeah.
Let's see if he goes my way. Two at the top and then one down on the side rail.
Yeah. He needs to leave an angle on this one though, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he didn't want me straight like.
No. So somewhere kind of equidistant between middle bag and that yellow would be just about perfect, wouldn't it?
He didn't want me too far away either, does he?
No, that's what I mean. He wants to get fairly close. So if he's halfway between the middle bag on the right hand side and the yellow,
Yeah, that's perfect,
it's
isn't
just adjacent to it. It's ideal.
I like the way you spotted where the white was going there, like
Yeah.
in between the yellow and the pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's alright. He could have done with a little bit closer, but
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think he'll be alright,
yeah.
yeah. These are big bags, these on this TV table, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, playing a little bit tighter than they were on Friday, but
Yeah.
yeah. Needs to hit it clean.
Yeah, if you can just get the white in the middle of that bottom rail. So he's looking, look. He's got to hit with a bit of pace to get it there, doesn't he? He can't really float this one in like he does. He's got to hit a little harder.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
You're going to need a bit of side on it as well, which makes the shot even more difficult.
Yeah. So he's going to be playing this with top
Left, isn't it?
Yeah, well, right hand, right
That's
for
it,
him,
as he looks,
but left as we look at it.
There you
No.
go.
No.
That was game ball, wasn't it? Not a lot of damage done, was there?
Well, I don't know, because now Shaun can play the yellow off the yellow into the middle
Yeah, he
that
can,
that Mark was just about to play.
But he's still got that other one trapped, and I think that goes in the same bag, you know, so he could play that one
Yeah.
and just float the white across.
Yeah, yeah.
And then everything's...
Everything's on.
and if he does play this one off the yellow in the middle, he's going to hit that other one, isn't he? Which is going to open them two at the top up.
Yeah.
Not that they're tied, but... No.
Oh, he can clip this one to right middle. So, and well,
It's got the bump we
pretty
said,
much the
but
same result.
yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is, obviously, he needs to come back down for this yellow on the left-hand side. I guess he can get to the potting angle past the red, so shouldn't be an issue.
Well, that yellow in the middle of the table's got two pockets where I can see.
Yeah.
It's got the left-hand middle, and it might squeeze by that that bottom right-hand pocket.
Yeah.
It looks like you can kick it off the cushion and off the ball. I think it'll go. I think he's not going to mess up here, mate. I think these are on.
Big miss that was from Mark.
It was the pace he paid it at, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And that as you say, when you're putting side on a ball, you've got to hit it a bit harder. You've got to force it.
Yeah.
You know, Mark's very much you know, I'm not saying his game degenerates in any way once he's got to play it with pace, but he likes to play within himself. He likes to cue a ball. Like, I mean, Chippy doesn't mind smashing him in, but Mark just likes to play delicate and let the cue ball do the work.
Yeah. Because you'll find that the surface areas on these tables are really quick, but the cushions are soft.
Yeah.
So when you're playing the white into the rails, you've got to hit them a little bit harder.
Should be okay now. I think.
Leave the one till second last over the middle. Yep, that's what he's going to do, and then come for the yellow in the middle and links them to the black. So
Yep.
this one at the top.
It's almost like a little square now of balls. So just take that one and then.
3 stop shots, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Screw back.
Well, 2 stop shots.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Screw back now just to probably.
Yeah, that's all right. Just drop this in the middle. Yellow in the next middle. Black in the middle, right.
Yeah, he's fine. Lovely. Stun this in the middle. Hold the cue ball for a straight black. And 6 apiece.
Yep.
Nothing between these two.
This one could be at the wire, this one, mate.
Yeah.
Dave McNamara's pulling away there. He's 7-4 up and he's in the balls again.
And Tom's just drawn it level. There's 6
Hey.
apiece in that one as well. So.
Some tight games here, isn't there?
Isn't there ever? Gareth Hibbert 9-5 now on Jack Whelan. He's 1 more to get on the hill.
He's got a great break, Gareth, hasn't he?
Massive, yeah. Jack has as well, didn't he?
Yep, he's got another fantastic
Huge.
break. I think you see why you get a lot of your same names and faces over and over with the tournaments, right? I know you get different people on the other end, but majority of the time it's the same faces, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
at
they've
the business end.
got great breaks.
Yeah.
Because if you can't gather momentum in this game, then
I mean, seeing Tom break earlier on in his match against Phil, and he's breaking off, and like the finish is leaving. There's any club player would get
you
them.
would knock them in. That's so
I
easy.
mean, that's what
What a big break does, isn't it?
yeah.
If you're potting 5-6 balls off a break, then there's only 9 left on the table. Isn't there? There's a lot less space to be canning into them.
I mean,
6 that's
literally,
being removed.
there were 3 or 4 finishes he left that, you know, any league player on a Tuesday, Wednesday night would be coming to the table and disappointed not to get. I mean,
and that's a league player.
And that's a league player, and here you are, like, you know, I mean, it's dollies to these guys. So, you know, the break is just massive. And for those of you who want to improve your break, cue ball, wow, game changer that one. I was just about to say, for anyone that wants to improve their break, we did a masterclass in Event 4 with Chris Melling, and we showed it after the Phil Harrison-Tom Cousins match. So if you run to the end of the, if you go to YouTube, find the Phil Harrison's-Tom Cousins match, run right to the end. It runs for about 12 or 13 minutes, and it's right at the end. And I think it's a really good masterclass. Myself and Chris went out in the arena, and it's really. I mean, he's got one of the biggest breaks in the game, so it's really good to get his insight into what to do. And we talk about the body position and transference of power and timing and aiming points and how you adjust to different breaks and what happens if you go dry. You know, how should you be adjusting? So I think it was a real good insight, and any kind of players who want to improve their break, just run to the end. We'll probably maybe try and show it again later, perhaps maybe just before the final starts, or if there's a gap between matches, we'll probably try and put it up, and maybe even during the next week or so release it as a standalone video, so people can watch it, because I think it's a really really good video, and it's not often you get to dig around in someone like Chris Melling's head and find out.
Because a lot of people don't want to give nothing away, do they?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, you're talking about breaks, right? Mark Farnsworth, his break was terrible for years.
Yeah.
I mean, really bad, considering such a strong player like him. His break was really bad.
Yeah.
And
it's still one of the weaker parts.
But he seems to have fixed it.
He does, yeah.
Because he's making regular balls.
Yeah.
But when I watched his match with Mark Boyle there last week, right, I noticed near the end of the match, he wasn't hitting them like he was hitting them at the start of the game. He was starting to hit them softer.
Yeah.
And he was finding the in-offs and the dries by not hitting them with that extra power.
Yeah. And also, you know, I mean, Ronan McCarthy's probably another one who's
got a bad break.
One of the weaker breaks. Arfin Dab we saw the other day, who's got, you know, on the weaker side. There's definitely players there who, I mean, Phil Harrison used to have a terrible break, but he worked on it and worked on it. He found something that worked for him.
Well, I've watched his break, right, and if you watch Phil's break, right, he does something with the hinge we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
He goes down.
Yeah.
And then as
he
he's
lifts
coming
his whole
up,
body.
yeah, he kind of, he's got his arm hinged, and then he locks that arm in place. He comes up, and he's like a catapult.
Yeah.
And I was trying his break.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal like because I'm not Phil. But I was trying his break because I've struggled with my break for so long. It's actually nice at the minute to be onto a break that's consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you saw Adam Davis there breaking dry, and he's put his hand up by way of apology because he's left absolutely nothing for Tom.
And that's the good part with these rules. You can get a shot off the break.
Yeah.
You can get a shot by simply not being able to put a red onto a yellow or a yellow onto a red. And I really like the part about when you're snooking an opponent and he's got to hit a rail. I really like that because that stops the guy just trying to get you back in behind, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's another dry break.
It seems funny for Chippy, like, because every time he gets level, he gets dry, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, that was huge. To go 8-6 here at this point in the game was going to be huge.
What's your preference here? Yellows?
I think...
You see, if he plays the first yellow in the top and he runs through a bit, he can play the second yellow off the red.
And open it all up.
Yeah, and that frees that. Now, I don't know if the black goes to the top left-hand pocket. It doesn't look like it does. But it definitely goes to the middle. So if he saves that one at the top, the last, that's his ball to get him on the black, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because pool players, you're always looking like, what's my last ball to link us to the black?
Yeah.
I think all pool players look like that way.
But equally, I can't say I hate reds here either. It's...
I think he's going to go yellows because you see, even if he doesn't go that way, see these two at the bottom, it's an easy enough shift, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
We might just pot this one, run through, pot the one at the bottom, and then get the angle off the second one, just off the side cushion, just bump into it. And if you can hit it on the left-hand side of the yellow, it'll push the red on the rail, and it'll be guaranteeing him a shot. You see that shot, Nick? If you can leave one of these two at the bottom, and then when he comes up off this rail, if you can hit it on this side,
the one over the middle bag.
He'll push the red to the rail. But if he's hitting it that side, he's guaranteed to be on a ball.
Yeah,
you don't want to hit it on the other side because you're going off.
Yeah.
Let's see which way he goes.
I think he's going reds because he's looked 2 or 3 times at what angle he needs on that one over the middle to pot it.
See, I'd go in yellows, me personally.
I don't mind reds because they kind of connect at the top of the table.
Yeah, he's going reds. Because that red must drop in at the middle pocket there.
Yeah.
Red ball's in play.
Say all players, all see different, don't
Of
they?
course, yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's many ways to skin the cat. He can't do much with this, can he? Because he can't slam it in.
Wants to be straight, doesn't he, on that second red on the bottom, so he can run it through and play the next red in the middle.
Yeah.
He wants to be straight on it.
But he can only really sort of caress this one in because
Straight
he's
or
pushing
low?
it towards the knuckle.
Straight or low, where you can...
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, you'll not be happy with that. That's a careless shot, leaving yourself Chinese.
Yeah.
Because now this is... I think you'll still make the pot leg, but it's now missable.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, fortunately for him, he doesn't have to do a lot with the cue ball.
Well, I think even if he misses, he's not going to leave a shot, is he? If he just gets a little bit top on it. He's alright. Play it with a bit of side so he can cannon the yellow. Or just a little dinky screw and you can play them two reds in the middle. But that's like a more delicate positional shot.
It's just getting a little bit tricky though, isn't it? It's just...
I think if you can just like grab this by the scruff of the neck and get like a little bit swervy, screw backy swerve. Let's see how he plays it. No, he's gone. Oh, he's had a nice kiss there, has he? No, he hasn't had a nice kiss.
I don't think that's much good.
So now he's going to have to come back up and back down and back up. This could go wrong.
Your boys won, Bright.
Newcastle won again.
Yep.
Go on, top off of the table. Can't believe it.
2-1.
Must have been a late goal, was it?
87th minute.
Who got that? Is it finished, is it?
Fernandez. Yeah, it's finished.
Hey, what strikers can it score? What defenders can? Oh, Bruce is doing to them. There you go. I said he wasn't going to do them. He's messed it up. Do you play tactical foul this one, or do you go for the skill shot? What's your preferences here, Nick? Tactical foul or the skill shot?
Yeah, I think the skill.
Yep, I think you're right. Now the good thing with these rules is if you don't make the skill shot, you don't get punished, do you?
Yeah.
It's got to make it all. Yep, he's got it. Nice shot. So did my boys get you better for you there?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Ryan's getting hammered, 9-4. He's played really well this weekend, Dave. So we're looking at Chippy going 2 ahead. Who would have thought of that?
Yeah. Especially after going dry. So that's mistakes in the last couple of frames from Mark. Oh,
He's going to have to screw off the side rail now, isn't he?
he's just come the wrong side, hasn't he?
Off the side rail, just before the middle pocket.
This was so much easier if he can just screw straight back.
Just before the middle bag.
Oh, he's got into that. He
Needs a
needs some
nice-
luck.
Oh, he can still cut this in now.
Yeah, but that could have been so much easier.
He got into too much, didn't he? Ah, you'll make this, mate. Told you, didn't I? Kid's an animal, Potter, like. What a shot that is. If he's played for that black in the middle pocket, what a shot that is.
Yeah.
If he's played that shot there, that's one of the best shots you'll see today. Who won the lag in this game?
Chippy, wasn't it?
So Chippy's 2 ahead, got the break now. So he's got a bit of an advantage.
No, he
here,
broke.
hasn't
Chippy broke the last, didn't he? Chippy broke dry in the last.
Right, so Mark's got the
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
So this is a really important break, isn't it?
Huge.
Because if it goes 9-6 and then it's Chippy's break, Mark could sit this game out, couldn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Tom's gone ahead, eh? He just don't know when to lie down, that boy, does he?
No.
How have you been doing with your viewing figures? You had many viewing figures?
Yeah, it's been.
Been good?
Yeah, been pretty good.
Mark Boyle to break. Trailing 8 frames to 6. Time running.
Right, what's he got? He's potted off the break. Oh, look at them yellows. Look at them yellows. It's harder to feel, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah.
Leave the one over the middle last. He cannot fail. Stop, 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 stop. This is his hardest shot. That was his hardest shot and he was straight in. Nah, not making any mistake here. This is going to go 8-7. Gary Clark sold his spot for David McNamara. He would absolutely, I think he gave him the spot actually. He'd be buzzing, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, I picked the right one there. I think this is, Dave said, I think this was his first event he's played in this.
Yeah.
So he's done really good. He's got a chance to go 10-5 up here. And this is going to be 8-7 for sure. Like shelling peas.
Good finish.
Yeah, he was never missing them, was he?
No.
And Dave's just potted the black and went off.
Oh.
So for 10-5 is now 9-6, and that game is back on because his head is going to be all over the place. Because he should have got the frame before it as well, so he should have won that game. Should be out the door.
Yeah.
And play on your mind when things like that. Because you know, that was my frame, gave it up. That was my frame, gave it up. And he's just broken, gone straight off.
16-3. Shaun Chipperfield to break. Leading 8 frames to 7. Time running.
Another dry. Chippy's head must be feeling like, what have I got to do to me?
Attention, please.
Missed again.
Yes.
That's twice he's missed that same shot. He's left an open table as well.
Yep.
That could be a big miss, that. Dave McNamara's trying his best to chuck that game away mind over there. The chances he's had the last 3 frames.
So that's 9-7 now, is it?
9-7, but
Having had a ball to go 10-5.
he should have been out the door. He should have won 11-4, mate. But now he's let Ryan right back in the game, and he's going to feel it now. He is. And I think this is going to go 9-7 to Chippy.
I'm assuming that red passes the yellow to top left.
Yeah, it goes, mate. Just gone for the right hand side of the bag.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
that was just careless. Sorry, but
it was, mate. You just needed to drip, not hit that hard.
you couldn't take a liberty with it. You only had half a pocket, so.
But the yellows don't look very nice here,
No, the yellows are stinkers, but
it can still be done, all.
yeah,
He can find a way.
yeah. I mean, I think he'll be going after that bottom pocket right now. He's going to slam this in the middle, I reckon, and try and screw across and make a mess down here. Ideally, try and pop that red over the pocket, but at least shift it around a bit.
Going now, isn't he?
I think so.
No.
Nope. He's going to do it off this one. He's left some angle here,
I think
mind.
he's going to try the bottom one and slide it off the cushion on the red.
Do you?
I think so. I could be wrong.
There's not enough room there, surely.
A little slidey kick shot.
You're right.
Nah, he's changed his mind. Going into them now.
Going into him.
At the side, he's got that ball.
Yeah, I know. It's a great shot.
Yeah, great shot.
Opens up the frame. Should be back on level pegging now. Should be 8-7, but I'm not going to call it yet because I've seen both players missing. Gareth Hibbert's now on the hill against Jack Whelan. It's 10-7.
And Dave's messed up again.
Oh. Tom Cousins is now 9-6 against Adam Davis. He's stamping his authority on that game.
Hello. Oh, he'll not be happy with that.
No.
Might have to contain him, yeah. And contain it is.
Yep.
Proper lucky commentator, me, isn't he? Yeah. Proper lucky with my goals, didn't I?
He was lucky he had touching ball.
Yeah. I think even if he wasn't touching there, we could have just chipped the other one off the rail and brought it out an inch or so.
Not too many safe places on the table here. Especially when you've got to hit a cushion.
After contact, that's what makes it difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
See if you can play a kick shot off the side rail and stop the white dead. That's a nice shot. See if you can kick off this cushion here, hit this red and stop the white.
Yeah, the one just to the right of the middle.
It's like an American
middle
shot,
bag,
American shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suppose that'll do, like.
Could have come out.
I think he's just left an edge, I think.
Yeah, he's just left it.
It's not easy, like, it's missable.
It's a decent effort, mind. And it's not an easy clearance.
It's the first shot, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what a shot. Still not easy.
Nah, because he's got to get from the last yellow to the black, which is... I think he'll just float it over to the right-hand side, to be truthful, and just give himself a shot on it. You might be looking at the red now to use the red when he hits pots this yellow to knock it down a bit.
Yeah.
Bit risky, like, handing in balls.
Yeah. Don't think he's got a lot of choice here.
And Dave's messed up again.
Oh.
He's trying to win that game, mate, damn you. There's the danger, look.
Ouch.
When you're cannon into balls, that's what can happen.
Now he needs a miracle, given where the black is.
He's got to pot this and then
Spot it and somehow get on the black.
I don't know how he's going to do that, mate.
He's going to have to hit it hard. That's what he's going to have to do. Oh my God!
That's one part of the. It's one part of the equation. What next? Same again. Oh, if you can bend it into that rail with loads of side, you might be able to kick the black in the right-hand corner.
Brilliant shot, by the way.
Yeah, massive. Brilliant.
I mean, they're hard enough to pot.
Not hard enough to hit. Not make pot.
No, but I mean, they're hard enough to pot in open play. When you're snooker, to actually get it in the pocket's incredible.
I tell you, if he nails this black here, it'll be finish of the week.
He's going to have a bit of a hoolie, I think.
Yeah.
Get the black moving.
Well, he's certainly done that.
Yeah.
It's actually not too bad of a result. It's still dead in the frame, like, but it's not a bad result. Because you know Chippy's gone potting, didn't you? He ain't gonna stick near fudging. What's he can't do? Sticks a fudge in.
Wow. Do you know that's decent as well, isn't it? Because he's
Left him now one.
He's taken away that that smash off the side cushion.
Yeah.
Where you can get into it and just smash it and hope it goes in somewhere.
You can see this though. You can hit this.
Yeah.
You know what a good shot might be here if you can hit it hard enough. See if you can hit that black into the red.
Yeah.
See the momentum off the black. It might go in that middle bag, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see what kind of shot
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean. If you hit the black, if you hit the red full in the face.
Yeah, and the momentum on the black will
yeah.
follow through the middle back. This could go, this. It's such a difficult shot, like. No. You see something we don't see, Nick?
Up and down through the gap. How's your luck? You need some there, don't you?
Such a difficult one.
So, he's made a bit of a mess of those balls on the side, and even with ball in hand.
It's just put it here, Nick.
Yeah.
Just kick it out. Just get as close to that bottom red and then just kick it out. I'll play the plant. Oh, I didn't think the plant's your shot, like. Once again.
Yeah. Oof. Just pulled out from the cushions slightly, but not enough to warrant any problems. And Shaun Chipperfield.
Going to go ahead, isn't he?
Going to go 9-7. Same scoreline in the Tom Cousins Adam Davis game.
And the Ryan clock mark tomorrow. It's 9-7.
9-7, 9-7.
It's about to go 9-8, that one. Or
Gareth Hibbert's still on the hill, but it's now 10-8. Gareth Hibbert has won his game, so he's now through to the semi-final.
Mark leads the ball from this break. All close games, 9-7 in every single one of them.
Mark Boyle to break, trailing, 9 frames to 7. Time running.
Jeepers.
Any yellow you like? Or is it? It's got to be yellows, I think, isn't it? If you can get one.
Oh, that was a massive one, wasn't it? That
It
break.
seems to be like every time they need a ball from the break, they're not making one for both players.
Yeah. Doesn't he? Well, it really depends on that yellow at the top of the table. Where
He could take a long one now and get straight into it if he fancies it, like.
Yeah. I think it's going to be reds, isn't it? No.
Yeah, we'll go. This is where it's coming out, mate.
Well, we quite left the angle he wanted, but he's well, no, maybe he has off the top one he can get across, but I think he's better off taking the bottom one first and leaving a better angle. Oh, he had the angle, don't worry. It's come out perfect. Puts his hand up to say, "Oops, sorry."
Had a bit of a touch there, didn't he?
Perfect. It's all about the black now, Bri.
Why, you know he's going to make these, didn't you?
Yeah, it's all about the black now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put my life on the line and say he ain't missing these. And Dave's missed again.
Oh.
What on earth is going on in that match? From 9-4, he's played really well, right?
Yeah.
And since 9-4 ahead, it's like he's never picked a cue.
His arm's fallen off.
I think it's the pressure of this tournament, you know. You know, as he's getting closer to that hill.
Yeah.
I think he's flapping.
Yeah.
But
so,
me and Ryan are sponsored by Jarrow MOT Centre, as you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm sure Davey's like, come on, Ryan.
Dave is happy. All about this shot now, then. All about getting on the black. There's a gap there. Just needs to aim the cue ball towards that middle bag.
Oh, he's never knuckled.
No. Oh my gosh. You see Mark in the background just pursing his lips as if to say, wow.
Imagine if they had a knuckle there, man.
Not just close to in off, close to knuckling himself as well. Oh my goodness me. Mark was, I think he just had that wry look on his face as if to say, you lucky devil.
Alright, can't make no mistakes now. Well, will he break the trend, Nick? Will he get one?
No, I'm going to back him to get one this time.
Me too.
He's 10-7 up. He's going to hit these.
Yep.
Yeah.
How was his... Oh my lordy. He get that red in the bottom left and he can bump that one straight out. Or if it doubles, double it. I think you can see that red, can't you, Nick? If you can, it's all over.
If he can, it's awkward.
I think you can, mate. I think you can see it.
Yeah, you're right.
And bring this one out. And
yeah, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Still not got it out, but...
It's open now, isn't it?
It's open, yeah.
Can go wrong, but I just can't see. He's such a good pot out the rails, this kid. He's getting on that ball's his only problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Really. Cue ball's just running away slightly from his work here. So, yeah, just stunning it. Just a hold.
Now Ryan goes and messes up. Ryan gets in the game and he makes a mistake.
Is he?
This is unbelievable, that match over there, mate. I'm trying to watch 3 matches here, I can't believe that. I can't quite see the end one, like. I'm saying this game's over. So this is it, Nick. Game ball.
Huge.
Game ball. Put the other red in the same bag.
No.
That he's missed.
Not even close.
See that shot there? You know, to play that at that speed was like harder to make.
Yeah.
See if he plays it a little bit firmer and just floats the white right across and puts the red in the same bag as that red. He probably makes that pot,
Yeah,
you know.
agree. Tough these for Mark, aren't they? They're all on top of one another.
He's going to have to stick a fudge in, isn't he?
Yeah, he needs to.
If he wants to, like.
Well, the trouble is, it needs to be telling because, you know, there's a ball over the pocket here, so.
Maybe if you can pot one, right, and then get a yellow onto that red that's over the bag, and then get the snooker.
Yeah.
Because you don't really want to be putting your opponent in snookers 10-7 down when there's one over the hole there. Because any hit on it's lights out there.
Well, this is a bit awkward.
How about drag that one in on? How about drag this one here just before the cushion? Make that one hit the top rail and fudge him in behind that yellow. It's like an American kick shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's too. If you can get that yellow in the right place as well when he does it to stop up and down.
I mean, Paul's suggesting just running into the yellow that he's going to play now, but I mean, it's a one cushion escape. That's a problem.
He's left it, hasn't he? No, he hasn't left it.
No, he's not left it. But I mean, the middle bag and the black looms large. But I think, you know, he can go top side of the
Let's make the hit.
Oh,
It's had a nice little double kiss there, hasn't he? Now this time, right? Pot the yellow over the top left-hand pocket. See if you can hit the bulk line, just an inch past the bulk line. Bump this one off. In tight.
on the bulk line, yeah.
And the one you bump off, take the up and down.
Yeah.
Out the equation. Let's see what he plays. No, not playing anything that you commentate on, mate. He's going for game, isn't he?
He is going for game. And they are out now.
Yeah, he's got a chance now. He's opened them two up. Both them yellows go in the middle. So I think he's going to have a little pop here. He best make it as it'll be his last pop, won't it, Nick?
It certainly will, yeah.
Dave's got Ryan in loads of trouble here on that match at 9-8. He's got Ryan absolutely dead and buried. Surely he kind of chuck another one away, Nick.
So, to make it 10-8.
It's a great clearance considering I called the fudge, innit? I think the fudge was the right shot, you know, Nick. I think it was the right shot, even though he's proved us wrong and he's cleaned them up. I mean, when your back's on the wall and you're against 10-7, you don't really want to be going clearances like that to stay in the game, do you?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just too old school there. Maybe I just want it too easy. Well, if Ryan don't get out of this snooker, it could be 10-8. And Ryan's had a hit and hope. And he hasn't gotten away with it. Now, Dave, let's see where your minerals are, son.
So 9-8 to David McNamara.
He's got a chance to go 10-8, but he's made so many mistakes in the last few frames. I don't know if he'll make these, mate.
And Tom Cousins now 9-8 up.
They
was
have
9-6
a right
up.
game on to them too, eh?
Yeah, it was 9-6 up there, so...
Trailing 10 frames to 8. Time running.
Mark Boyle special. How's your foot? I got one.
He's got one this time.
And he needed one, didn't he? And look at them Reds.
Lovely.
Oh, looking at 10-9, folks. Messed it up. He's messed it up again. Not Mark.
No, on the other game.
Dave, he's had five ploppings. Oh, he's played a great shot there, hasn't he?
Okay, so Mark obviously broken this frame and he's trying to work out his route.
He's doing these, Dave.
Reds look good.
I mean, Dave, Nick.
Yeah.
Didn't have my Nicks from my Daves.
Dave's done them, so he's now 10-8.
10-8.
10-8 up against Ryan.
Well, if you think he was getting 10 was going to be hard, how hard's it going to be to get to 11?
Yeah, true, yeah.
If he loses this game, he's going to kick himself. You know, 'cause I'm not kidding you, the chances he's missed have been really easy. So Mr. Magic's not giving in without a fight, is he?
Nope.
You never get an easy game with this fella. What position does that put Newcastle on the table? That must put them about 8th or something, does it? 22 points.
I'll have a look.
Newcastle's position in the table, it must be about 8th now.
Tenth.
10th there.
Yeah.
So
But, well, joint 8th.
joint 8th.
Yeah.
Worse a goal difference, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. But they're only 2 points off 5th. Right, if you get up there, you'll be getting a nosebleed.
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't see that happening when they give Brucey the job. Like, I thought, kind of give it to him, man. He's useless.
Do you go there and watch him often?
Never go since Mike Ashley, mate. I've
No.
banned myself.
Have you?
I won't buy shirts. I won't buy merchandise. Not
Yeah.
until he's gone, mate.
No.
He's a parasite. The billionaire parasite. He tells too many lies, mate, you know, and he's like, he's not good for the city. You know, Newcastle itself, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
See that Leicester owner who died in the helicopter? He used to give like money to the local universities, and he was really good, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
this guy, he wouldn't give any money to a hospital.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, you can't take it with you, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nice finish.
Yeah, it was a nice finish, and that firmly puts the pressure back onto
Back
on
onto
Shaun's
Shaun, aye.
break now, doesn't it? Because you know we're 10-9. If Shaun,
Doesn't get a ball here, could be his last shot.
yeah, could be his last shot.
Who's to think of that? You're winning in the game, and it could be your last shot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And his break has not been.
Too good, is it? He's had
It's
a
not
lot
been
of
his
drives,
strongest
hasn't he?
point so far. Cousins and Davis 9 each.
Oh, I could go to the wire as well. We could have all games going to the wire here.
There's drama across all of the events now.
Shaun Chipperfield to break, leading 10 frames to 9.
A few people asking me who's in the commentary with me today. It's Buzzer, it's Brian Halcrow. And, oh, wow.
Got one. And them yellows. And I think it's all over, Nick.
I think you're right, Bright. Wow. The yellow, just for a second, the one ball that dropped, it just looked like it was
Not going to
it was
go.
going to hang, didn't it?
Yeah, this is his chance, isn't it?
Yeah. I've called for a timeout as Chippy's called for a rest. It's all about this shot. If he gets it and lands, which he has,
It's good night, Vienna.
yeah, this should be
It's all over.
all over, Bry.
I can't see any way you can go wrong. There's only the yellow and the black that can trip him up.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not actually hard, is it?
No. No. I think it's one of those that only nerves can get the better of you here.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
And Shaun's got all that experience, and he,
Yeah.
like, being in pressure situations.
Yeah.
Former world champion.
Just a little bit in between there. I think he's trying to.
He wants it out the way, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he wants that one below the black out the way now. Is he on it? I think he is, yeah. If he is, then. Yeah.
Just needs a shot, and he's not.
Yeah, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. I mean, he's played to an area where he's going to have
Would you play this to the middle, the one to the corner? Would you go long on the yellow, or would you try and play on the yellow in the middle?
I'll play it to the middle.
You'd play it to the middle. You
I
wouldn't
think
go
so,
long
yeah.
and guarantee yourself a shot, no? Not now, because obviously he's got that angle, but he could
I mean,
easily...
you're right. There's definitely an argument to, yeah, he's just taking his medicine.
Because it's the right way, innit?
It is the right way, because you absolutely guarantee yourself a shot. And he just gets down and nails it anyway, doesn't he?
Doesn't even cue, does he?
Doesn't even
it's
cue
just
it.
down, bang, pot, see you.
Little nod of the head,
Yeah,
just to go, yes. Now that's Shaun Chipperfield across the line.
Yeah.
He'll be running across now to go and support his... Look at that little fist pump. That means a lot to him. And so it should as well. Tom Cousins also on the hill. So...
could have two of them, roommates.
yeah, we could. We could have the two roommates.
But they meet in the semis, them two, don't
They're going to meet in the semis, mate. Yep, yep. David McNamara also on the hill, and we'll see how those games draw out. We'll be back in the main arena with the semi-final as soon as these games come to a conclusion, which is not going to be long. Thanks very much, Bri.
Thanks, Nick.
Appreciate your company, and
no problem.
Hopefully, if Ryan wins,
I'll still be here.
You'll be back in.
Get us in again.
Yeah, perfect.
If Ryan can make the comeback, I'm sticking with. I'm sticking with you.
Excellent. We're going to jump over into the interview room and have a chat with Shaun there, get his thoughts on that game, and we'll see you across there in just a couple of minutes. Well, what a ding-dong game, Shaun. That could have gone either way at several points, couldn't it?
Yeah, I'm speechless, to be honest. I can't remember much about the game whatsoever. I remember the last clearance, and that was a bit of a.
Is it?
You
you just put so much focus, so much energy into that last frame that everything else just.
Every frame, because you got to be so on it against Mark, and he's obviously a fairly slow player. So
yeah.
For me, sitting there, I felt like 5-10 minutes go by before I get up to the table, and then when between frames the referee's putting the scoreboard up and then getting the rack out, then slowly getting the balls out, and I'm sitting there just trying to keep my mind focused or let it wander somewhere. You know, just not to let it frustrate me. So I think all my energies went into that, and especially that last frame. You know,
I mean, he started well. I think you went 2-3-0 behind, did you? And early doors, and
I was 4-1. Was I 4-1 down?
Yeah, I think 4-1 down. So I mean, how do you mentally cope with that? It's just one frame at a time. Just get yourself a chance.
You know you're gonna lose 3 or 4 frames on the bounce. So I was 6-1 down in my last 16 match against Dylan. Yeah. Got back to 6-all, then that was touch and go all the way, a bit like this. But I actually got 3 frames ahead in this, and then I've missed that red down the rail, didn't I?
Yeah.
At 10-7.
Yeah.
And then he's got them, and then cleared, so it was 10-9.
Yeah.
So the pressure was all on me, but before that, I can't remember too much about.
Yeah.
Up until I got to 10.
I mean, how do you cope with that? We were saying on commentary at 10-9, you're obviously ahead. You're coming to the table with the break, knowing it could be your last shot.
Yeah, you do think of that. I do think that sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially,
you've just got to clear that from your mind, I guess.
Try to. I mean, I had a few dry breaks as well, but the balls were splitting lovely, and he was getting towards the end there. He was getting some good breaks and keeping the pressure on, especially like I said, from 10-7, missing that ball to then 10-9.
Yeah.
I know that could be my last shot, and I hit the break well.
Yeah.
And I see a yellow about to drop, so that was a relief. And then, just them yellows at the end there were just. There's a lot of pressure. That was hard. I found a pattern in the end.
Yeah. I mean, your break, it was working well. I mean, you were timing it well, but you went dry a few times, didn't you? So
yeah, all you can do is hit the break well. Yeah. And then you know.
Is there something you work on your break?
I have. Funny enough, I've been working hard this week, and I've been doing a lot of break offs with my break cue. Yeah. I played one match here, and I've not used the break cue since.
Yeah.
So I'm back to my playing cue, and
Yeah.
I'm just timing it better. You know,
Yeah.
the reason I went to a break cue mainly was to protect my tip. But when I used to break with my cue, I used to just go in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, I'd never cue straight,
Yeah.
it seems. But I think I've just found my timing this weekend, and hitting the break pretty well, really. So
In the semi-final now,
yeah, did Tom win?
he's 10-9 up, 10-9 against Adam. So I mean, playing your roommate.
Yeah, that'd be nice if you can.
Yeah. Do you have? I mean, you play together a bit, don't you? You play.
Yeah, not as much as people probably think.
No.
Because you know, we're a good 20-25 minutes
Yeah.
drive, and you know, I work full time,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
hard to get out and have a good game, really.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the odd occasion we'll have a game.
Who's got the psychological edge, do you reckon?
Oh, he smashes me all the time.
I don't believe it. But I mean, you know, just getting this deep is already a great achievement. And this is the deepest you've been in any of the events, so it's.
Yeah, I don't want to be, you know, that player that everyone looks at and goes, "Oh, he's had a good run."
Yeah.
You know, I'm still
yeah.
thinking like the best. You know,
Yeah.
people think I get little flicks here and there. I go the wrong way,
Yeah.
but I rely on my pattern.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
There's no written way to play this game.
No.
You know,
No.
Mark's very much top class player. You know, a bit like Liam Dunster. They're white ballers on a string, and I just don't play like that.
No.
So if I don't play like that, don't have a go at me.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
That's the way I see it. So
Absolutely.
I'm still going, but maybe that does. When I'm not practicing, or if I'm definitely out of touch,
Yeah.
you know, I do lose them silly games. But
Yeah.
I think that's what you get with me. So
You going all the way?
let's hope so.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Best of luck with it, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Look forward to the semi-final.
Thank you.
I reckon, as I say, it's either going to be Adam or Tom. So we don't know who's going to be in the arena next. I reckon if Tom gets through, it could be that clash. But I'm not going to try and preempt that. As soon as those other games are finished, we'll be back in the main arena with the live action. We'll see you soon.